So this question is a diagram question. Any question that provides any visual input is going to be considered to be a diagram question. In this case, we have a shape that's provided, so we want to label the shape with any information that we can add to it. So in this case, we know that AD is 4, we know that AB is 4, we know that D is 105, we know that B is 75, we know the other angles are 90. So there really isn't anything from an angle standpoint that we can add. The only things missing are the side lengths for DC and for BC, which we can't just, of course, look at this and tell what those are. So let's look at the question. It says, what is the length of CD in centimeters? All right, so we have CD here. I'm going to label that as X. That's what we're trying to find. So somehow, given what I already know about this, I should be able to figure out the length of CD. How could I do that? Well, I think if I were to draw, let's see, how would I do that? If I were to draw a line here, it's my first thought, I would know that that must be a 45, 45, 90 right triangle. And again, I don't know if this is going to work, but I do know that when I draw that diagonal, given that these two side lengths are equal and this angle is 90, I know I have an isosceles right triangle. So I have 45, 45, 90, which means the length of D to B must be 4 square root 2. So that is something that I know that the question did not give me, and I'm hoping that that can be helpful. I also know that if this entire angle at D was 105, but now this top part I know is 45, that means the bottom part here must be 60. And if this angle B was 75 altogether, but again, I know this top part is 45, then this bottom part here must be 30. And I think this is how I'm going to find my answer. I'm going to redraw this triangle. I'm going to draw it this way, where this is C with my right angle. This is D, but this is my 60 degrees D, right? So I'm basically redrawing everything in the bottom half of this quadrilateral. And this is 30 degrees. And I know that my hypotenuse is 4 square root 2. And I'm being asked to find the short side. So what I know about 30, 60, 90 right triangles is, and I'll draw it in the same orientation, 30, 60, 90. I know that the side opposite of 30 is X, the side opposite of 60 is X root 3, and the hypotenuse is 2X. So therefore, the relationship between the hypotenuse and the short side is that the short side, or the side opposite the 30-degree angle, is always half the size of the hypotenuse. So if my hypotenuse is 4 square root 2, then my short side must be 2 square root 2. And therefore my answer here must be choice A.